Hello, Helvian here, and we are starting a new series. So yeah, there's going to be a change to how I'm going to cover manga on this channel. So far, it's just been Blood on the Tracks, which I still am going to continue. But now it's going to be a week. It's going to be a weekly rotation of 6 series, Blood on the Tracks included. Um, and the newest one, second one that we're going to cover is One Piece. Now, as you can see, we're starting from volume 61. So why are we doing that? Well, um, so my manga read-throughs and coverage or reviews or whatever you want to call them are a kind of a progression of my blogs I do in the Justice server. And a while back, I started blogging One Piece, and there's text blogs where I just posted images and funny React images. Basically, I didn't do a lot of critical analysis. However, so I hope to up that and when I upgrade this from blogging to video blogging. Um, However, I'm not going to go back and cover or do 60 volumes worth of material again because I've already read One Piece up through the early Dressrosa, like very early Dressrosa. I've read One Piece through, so I'm not going to read post time skip a third time just so I can do post time skip, um, just so I can do it. Say I do it for a video blog. But I mean, maybe in the future I'll do videos for pre time skip. Um, I'm not sure what format that would be. Maybe in the form of watching the anime or doing videos about entire arcs or something. I'm not sure, but that won't be until after I catch up here, which is going to be for at least a year because weekly volume. These are only going to be a volume long. Not all the blogs series that I do will only be a volume each week. Some will be more. Um, I get Discord notifications. Some will be more than a volume worth of material a week, but One Piece will only be a volume until I catch up, which I probably will do weekly or bi-weekly um, chapter reviews when I catch up, depending on how fast Oda releases. Um, so look forward to that in a year. Yeah, the reason I'm not going to do longer than a volume because I know that One Piece volumes are dense and they're going to get denser. Uh, as I experience when I'm reading this volume. Yeah. But if you're just coming into my YouTube channel and didn't follow me during the blogs, One Piece blogs, um, just know I like One Piece. It's a good series. Not like one of my absolute favorite battle shonens. Like it's no Bleach or Hunter x Hunter for me, but it's pretty solid. Maybe like a third place. Um, I do remember not liking post time skip. Um, just based off of not liking post time skip as much. Um, when I read it the first time, just Fishman Island and Punk Hazard, which is why I didn't finish Dressrosa, even though the entire arc was complete, I believe, at that point. Um, However, I did wait maybe too long to continue, and I think I was confused a bit by just forgetting a lot of stuff. It has been a bit since I last read One Piece, but I have been trying my best to keep up with. Um, just remember much stuff because I do have a hunky deck with One Piece flashcards to try to remember a lot of stuff. So like that's why I remember that Chopper's birthday is December 24th. Zoro's birthday is November 11th. Nami's is July 2nd. Robin's is February 6th, I believe. And those are just the ones that are on these that are on the side here. I'll change this. Unlike Blood in the Tracks, I changed the format, or not the format, the layout. So it'll just be one big square rectangular image instead of like a few other images and it'll be easier to change out images. So I'll do like a cover spread that appears in each volume. And unfortunately, I'll have to crop some stuff out because, Sanji, this to the side here, Usopp to the side here is got cropped out. Frankie is like only slightly in. Brook isn't in either. Oh, we went Nami and Chopper. Nami and Chopper are my favorite characters in One Piece. Chopper is very cute. Nami is very fun. She's a very fun character. I like her backstory a lot. Like the Arnold Park arc, I really like that arc. And of course, she's hot. Of course. You think I wasn't gonna say that? Yeah, I'm not afraid to admit it. Anyways, let's get on. I did leave off my blog 3 chapters into this volume because I'm not gonna stop just short of the time skip. I'm gonna go to the time skip. But now let's start talking about this volume from the start. So we'll have three chapters of free time skip covered on this channel. I did increase from Blood Tracks. I did increase the amount of coverage or which is blocked out. You have the One Piece logo here. Hopefully, they'll be more copyright resistant. I haven't had any trouble with Blood on the Tracks. However, One Piece is a bit higher priority. Yeah, I don't think I'm not sure how much attention I'll pay to SBS. But if it's something interesting. And like we didn't have this with Blood on the Tracks, but we have like author comments. Oda just puts like insane stuff here, like absolute insane stuff in the volume comments. Like author comments at the beginning of these. Like if you read Bleach and you go to the author comments from Kubo, it's like the most inane stuff. Like, oh hey, the new Bleach movie is out, watch it. Or hey, I got a new phone and they got to put new contacts in my phone and it's just my editor. And now you have Oda, it's like, I hate cutesy stuff. You have to watch out for people who try to say the following: one of a kind heart. And it's like, hey, I don't know. There's been that. This isn't even close to some of the weirdest stuff Oda has said in this section. I don't know. Anyways, let's go. Romance Dawn for the New World. Obviously, this cover is harkening back to the Volume 1 cover. I do own all the One Piece volumes. I got this here with us. I was wanting to do like have a stand, but that would be too much work. We have another one. This is the Volume 1 cover. I don't really need these headphones for manga videos because I'm not listening to anything. Yeah, there's roughly the same pose. Yeah, good callback. And it's Romance Dawn. It's the title of the manga of the volume is Romance Dawn for the New World. And I see we're just restarting the series, restarting it from the time skip. Anyways, So we got Trafalgar Law here, and he's basically saying how there there's new age. Okay. Sorry, I have to catch up on a lot of stuff that's happened. There's a lot of things happening in One Piece at this point. So basically, a lot of the pirates of the worst generation are headed into the new world, like Blackbeard, the big one, who now has both his blackness devil fruit and the quake fruit after stealing it from Whitebeard. Um, and Trafalgar Law, he's gonna lay low here. Um, he's gonna let them fight it out in the new world, and then they'll pounce, I guess. And I like how he's sleeping on or he's resting on a sleeping Beppo. Beppo. I haven't watched the anime really. I don't know how his name's pronounced. Beppo's cute. Feel free to correct my pronunciation. Um, yeah, he's just a cute bear. I like it. There will be a lot of gushing over cute animals, especially Chopper. I love Chopper. I clarified Nami. I do like Chopper. He has a great backstory too, and he's very cute. And I won't stand for any Chopper slander in this channel. Okay, he's just a good boy. Okay. Anyways, got X Strike, another worst generation, I believe. Yes, that seems a favorite. He's on a favorite island of Kaido. I've heard a lot of Kaido. I know I have a lot of One Piece spoilers that I've gotten. I guess in making my Anki deck, which is very much incomplete so far. I have gotten a lot of spoilers on the um, various arcs in the future. I know Kaido is main antagonist in the Wano arc, or one of the main, I guess. But Kaido has also been mentioned a lot. Greco Moria hates him, I believe, and he was fighting with Shanks too, as well. And this, he's on an island belonging to that. And Wano has also been mentioned a lot. Remo was from Wano. There's been various swordsmen from Wano that I've been mentioning. Anyways, we'll get to Wano in like half a month, or no, half a year. So get hyped for that. Anyways, does there? He's messing around on this island, on Winter Island in New World, and then Skyshipman Appu is having a rough time on in the New World. The Marshal D Tech and his crew, whose names I hope are important so far. I know some of these, at least some of these, were from his old crew when he showed up in the Jaya arc in Sky Island Saga, like this guy, Van Ogre. But Shiryu he freed from Impel Down. You know that much? I remember that much. I'm not known for my memory, which is unfortunate since you need a lot of good memory for One Piece, I believe. There, it feels like that he's catched Bonnie, who was another one of the worst generation. Which is this guy is a problem. He has two very powerful double fruits. So, and I know he is a force to be reckoned with. However, when he gets word that Akainu is showing up, he's running. So I guess kind of really is that powerful. That's crazy. But I guess Bonnie is being captured now. It looks like. It's just a shame. It's one of the few female pirate leaders. She has a really cool design. I hope we get to see more of her. I don't really know more about. I haven't had any spoilers about what her future role is, which could be good or bad. Sometimes lack of spoilers means there's nothing much going on there, but we'll see. And now we have Don Quixote showing up. And so I've usually I make these videos just after reading the volume, but it has been like a few hours. Yeah. Don Quixote, he just got rid of well, not killed Gricka Moria, but he kind of is taking his place from as Herald of Seven Lords of the Sea, or not taking his place. He is already seven warlords, I believe. Like he's saying, like you can quit at any time, but I guess they just wanted to get rid of Gricka Moria. Now we have Chopper. He was coming back after receiving word that Frankfurt receiving Luffy's message, and oh man, he's so cute, and he's too ashamed to come back after all the goodbyes he did last time. So he's like, Chopper Mask. He sort of said Chopper Man. That would be a good reference. Chopper's fun, and his thing is that during his time skip, he's going to learn more medicine on this deceitfully advanced island of I guess they're humans. I don't know, just islands with birds and stuff. Uh, yeah, he was a bit rude here, Chopper. I don't know what we still love Chopper here. Look, it was just he was just so excited about the books. Okay, he didn't mean it. Okay, and some nice flashbacks to some of his greater moments. He's gonna get stronger for Luffy's sake. Same with Sanji, who got probably the short end of the stick with who he ended up with in the post time skip or in the time skip. But yeah, he's gonna learn 99 recipes for powerful food that will leave the Straw Hats very energetic, I guess, and powering him up at the same time. That's great. Yeah. Maybe I should have paid more attention to this SBS. Otherwise, I wouldn't have to read them here. But yeah, a lot of it is not not very important stuff. Like this one, especially like, oh, this guy with Delpher that can make his body into diamonds. Can he make his entire body into diamonds? Yes, he can do that. And question 2: do you poo, Oda? Okay. Okay. Let's go on. Nami, and the most convenient of conveniences landed it in the island that specializes in weather and weather. And she's studying weather on the weather island. But she is still doing her nice thief act. That's and she has her flashback too, and that's great. So, yeah, these have the same formula. Brooke is captured by Sword Mountain Island, Grand Line, Long Garden Kingdom is um he's like a circus attraction, but then he just becomes a superstar. Robin has the most mysterious one. She just spends time skip traveling. She doesn't have like a defined strength training regimen. You know, it's not clear how she becomes more powerful during this turn and time skip. I forget how like the extent to which she improves. Um, she obviously she's always been like um, one of the stronger Straw Hats. I don't know. Usually that goes to like Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji. They're like the big three of the Straw Hats in strength. But I don't know. Robin has a pretty good double fruit, and so I don't know the type power scaling behind that. Don't quote me on her being one of the strongest of the Straw Hats, but um, so I don't know. Hopefully, the time skip was good to her. Frankie had a crazy time. He's just blowing up shit, and he's gonna learn more about what was it? What was it? He blew up one of the labs of one of the what was it? One of the guys. No, damn it. Vegapunk. Yes, I did not pause. Wait, no. Damn it. Vegapunk. Okay. Vegapunk. He's in the Vegapunk tactical facility. He blew up one of them, and now he's lighting his fur coat on fire or something. He's crazy. Frankie is a very bombastic guy. Usopp got fat, and now he's going to train with these guys. This guy to make good. He's going to make a good. Let's see. He's going to become a sniper king, a regal sniper king. He's going to on this dangerous island. Although I forget how he got fat. Was he on like a not I don't know a not dangerous part of the island? I don't know. And now you go to the last pretty time skip chapter. Zoro is bowing to Mihawk. He took down the monkeys that were outside that he was struggling with. Zoro was a cool one. My first time reading One Piece before my previous comeback to it recently, Zoro was one of my favorites, tied with Luffy. He's still up there for me. Very dedicated, very dedicated. I do like that in him. That's it. But now he's throwing away his pride to create even greater strength to help out Luffy. Yeah. Let's see. I like how Perona is just chilling around here. Perona's cute. It just feels weird off to me. I guess. Wait, weren't they both? They're not both warlords. I know Mihawk is, but God damn it! I think it was just Greco Moria. Yeah, Greco Moria was the one. Zoro was the only one who didn't get it immediately, but he got around. Yeah. Frankie here, Jesus Christ. And Usopp, he still has to learn, or to lean a bit, lean up a bit. Ramen, cute here. Chopper, studying hard. Go, do your best, Chopper. Yeah, and now we have Luffy. What Luffy's doing? Let's see. Boa being cute, and he's on another dangerous island. Where he'll train with Rala. Really, Rala? Like, it's Rala, right? I don't know. And interesting. I think it was interesting to explain in the last chapter before time skip. Oda just does some exposition on what Haki is, but I mean, Haki is obviously, so you see here, it was foreshadowed. It's been foreshadowed for a while. Basically, in chapter 1, um, Shanks used Haki on the Lord of the Coast, a monster that bit his arm off. So yeah, obviously Oda's plans are measured in centuries, and that's not even a joke. It's not been centuries. It's been decades. Oda's plans are measured in decades. He has literally been going on for decades, so that is true. And this was about a decade after it started, I believe. The time skip, give or take. Actually, no, definitely more than a decade after. Started. And there's 2 colors to Haki. It looks like the one lets you. One is like N Hunter x Hunter, I believe. It'll just let you dodge stuff really fast, really good. And also kind of like Century Chakra from Naruto. And then we have Arms Haki. And it's like armor that if you're close enough, you can use it offensively, and it lets you bypass Devil Fruit, or Devil the Logia types that are just been very OP since their introduction. Like so far, all the big villains of an arc almost all of them have had or most of them at least since since what do you call it? East Blue have had Logia type Devil Fruits, like Crocodile, and then well, I guess the big villain of Water 7 didn't have, or Water 7 in Lions Lobby, they had none of the CP9 had Logia types, but and neither did anyone on Thrillbark. Maybe I'm just full of it. Maybe I don't know what I'm doing or what I'm saying. Smoker wasn't a big villain. I mean, they've have scuffles, but they hasn't done much so far. Some of the Navy guys though they've struggled against like Aokiji in Long Ray and Longland and Kizaru, but they're still OP. And with this, what was it? A third Haki, the color of the Supreme King. So Rella can do that. Luffy can do that. Obviously, Roger could. I'm not sure who else can. Shanks didn't use it, right? Did Shanks use it against Lord of the Coast, or was that Arms Haki? As long as something's not a spoiler, you can feel free to tell me. As long as you're using information that was supplied in material before whatever the current volume is, then you can tell me, okay? Anyways, we're going on. He leaves his hat behind because it kind of symbolizes how he's taking a break from being a pirate to train to get stronger because they were just humiliated during Sabati Archipelago against Kuma, and he did he did as best as he could. He did pretty well during Impel Down, but he was pretty outclassed in outclassed during Marineford, only being able to do anything because of Ivanov. You know who I'm talking about, the hormone guy, the guy with the transgenderification. One of the more base devil fruits. Like, Oda's been pretty based. I believe in terms of LGBT representation. Like, some of it's obviously like flanderized, I guess, with the drag queens, but I guess representation is representation, I guess. And I hear positive things about 2 trans characters coming up, so looking forward to that. Now we have like a post, an interlude here with some designs, rough sketches. Nami here with her tongue out. Nice. Yeah. I do think it's kind of unfortunate how it would have been so much better if time skip happened between volumes, like if the last chapter of volume 60 was this chapter and this page, last page of the volume 60 was this one. But what can you do? It can be tough to have that land, you know? Like, I honestly wouldn't expect Oda to like change the pacing for that, but it did work out for Kubo twice. End of arc was the end of volume 48, and end of Full Ring arc was the end of volume 54. But you know, Kubo is on a different level. Sorry, One Piece fans, Kubo Bleach is on a different level. But you know, who knows? Maybe I'll change my mind with after enough readings. Oh my god, Sabo sketch. One of the scores I did receive was that Sabo's alive, which I guess I'll find out how I feel about that. I'll reserve judgment for when to see what he does, but he better be as important to One Piece post time skip as Obito is, because that's what I thought. Like, oh, Sabo's alive. That's like Naruto when it was revealed that Obito was alive, because they had the flashback where their deaths were very emotional. But and then later on, it's just revealed that they're both alive. But I did like Obito's character in Naruto. So hopefully Sabo is as good as well. But you know. Anyways, okay, I'm back. Had a bit of a break. I don't know. Sorry if that's jarring. I don't remember what I said before. Right before this. Oh, it's scuffed. Scuffed here. And it's the post time skip. And Luffy is stronger now. Haha. Man. Boa is bashful, always cute. And they got the spread now now we can see Usopp and Sanji and Brook back here. Although it's black and white. Yeah, it's a great spread. And yeah, so big thing in the Straw Hats. God fucking damn it. I did like 5 minutes or so of silence. I was adjusting my mic and I turned it off here. if you touch this button, it goes red. And then it turns off. So let's redo what I said before, which not a fan of the fake. I don't even know what I didn't say or didn't say. I'll just start from the top of the thing. I'm not a fan of the fake Luffy, fake Straw Hats subline in this volume, but it is what it is. There are some good comedic moments, but oh, it's like these guys are just bozos, and they're just trying to capitalize on the lack of information about Straw Hats since they left. It's like we know any of the Straw Hats with their training could wreck these bozos, but it's like they're still being relevant somehow. I just don't like. They just look punchable. Very. I just don't like them. I don't like them. I like Nami, and she's back and better than ever. Looks like, looking great, and nice reunion with Usopp, who's done a lot. He got yoked during the time skip. That's great. He's really putting in the work. Ooh, Nami. Oda. Oh, you dog, Oda. Let's see. And Nami showing off her new Nami showing off her new abilities. Usopp showed off some of his new stuff here. That's all good. You see Rala here. Duel did a great job of protecting the going merit. Thousand Sunny, yes. Let's see. Robin and Luffy are the last to show up. Sanji is eager as always to see Nami. I can't wait to see how much Nami's grown. Yeah, of course. Robin looking great as always. Confused by everything that's going on too. Chopper's back. Yeah, of course. Naive as always, Chopper is the only one to fall for it. But, I'll forgive him. It's been a while since he's seen his friends. Maybe they changed. Oh, and his one poster was so great. But I kind of feel bad for him. They really got a fox to play the fake Chopper. Oh man, that's so funny. And Luffy showing up again. Nice. It looks like in this SBS is kind of interesting. He's talking about how Luffy's badge changes to symbolize like his mood state. It's interesting. Or as I say, Luffy aces. Yeah. Move on. Some flashback. He got a Groucho Marx mustache. That's so great. He puts it on later. Yeah, Luffy just does not care about these guys, but he has an excellent moment where you can see this bullet flying. It goes past him, and then you could see he's still standing here. He takes a step forward, and then there's just dropped it down. So I believe that's his Supreme King Haki, is it? Yeah. Robin arrives at the 1070, meets Frankie, who's really buffed up as well. Look at these massive hands, man. Big hands, small thing down here. Is it mecha? Is it robot? I'm not sure. That's nice. And let's see. They got the new Rala put on the new coating. Now they're just waiting on Luffy and the rest. Let's see. I can't. It's crazy how Frankie's like. Maybe he won't want to. Maybe Brooke won't want to come back. Like, why are they doubting Frank? Why are they doubting Brooke? Frankie, what's up? What are you doing? You really think they'd sell you out? I mean, if the only one you'd ever expect to do something like that would be Usopp, I guess, since he did kind of leave on his own before. But I mean, other than that, I don't know. But Brooke, really, Brooke. I know he's not. I know he's like the newest one of the group, but really. Anyways, these guys they recruiting a lot of people for the Straw Hats, quote unquote. But Chopper runs off. He's just very confused about why they're not trying to rescue Robin. I mean, you did it before in his lobby, in his lobby, but like in his lobby, I think I was pronouncing that wrong in my head for a longest time. But anyways, this guy's back. Forget their name. Oh, Santamaru. There we go. There is he that showed the Bartholomew Kimo last time, or at Sabari. Yeah. Zoro got lost again. Of course, you can see Sanji is like very, very, very contempt, mad. Zoro, of course. But then Zoro comes back, and looking badass as usual, despite him being lost, which Zoro can always come back from unhype moments with hype moments in aura farming. Very good at that. I got on the wrong ship. Okay. It's great. And here he's talking about the Florian Triangle is like the Bermuda Triangle. Is obvious to me, and I guess if you're in Japan, you might not know the Bermuda Triangle as much. And Chopper reunites with Usopp. A great reunion here. Oh, Nami cuddling up against Chopper. So cute. And much fluffier. Oh, that's great. The two favorite characters of the series. I like them when they interact. Misty Chopper. And Chopper's confused. He's like, wasn't that other you before? Besides we're posters. That's why there are two Namis. Oh, man. It's like we're famous, though. Chopper, so cute. And now they're wanting to get Chopper back because it's the real deal. It's a real deal. Zoro wants to go fishing, and he's arguing with Sanji. It's like the good old days. Like the good old days. Let's see. Now, the thing with wet-haired Caribou and his brother, Captain Blood Spotter, Corabo. Can't remember these guys were introduced before. I don't remember them, but these are the like rookie, not as strong as the guys in the worst generation, but they're like notable, I guess. They're been showing up on Sabody. Let's see. So the fake Luffy induces recruits a bunch of pirates into the Straw Hats, which not how Luffy does it. We keep a tight ship with few but powerful, and now we got lots of Wool Week. And his first order of business is just petty revenge against people who wronged him, and now Luffy's showing up with that disguise he got from Boa. looks so stupid, but that's Luffy for you. And the Marines show up to take out Brook, causing quite a stir up in the crowd here. But let's see. He thinks it's ridiculous that people think Luffy is dead, but he won't tell the world that Luffy is alive. Let's see. Actually, wait. How did they get people to be convinced that Luffy died if he did that thing after with the message and on his tattoo in the newspaper? Maybe they thought he succumbed to his wounds after, or what? I'm not sure what they said. And a good gag here back on the Sunny. He has hands in his hands to perform detailed shipwright work. And now Robin and Nami are back. They're both looking fine, of course. Mm-hmm. Frankie has some unique, crazy features now. He's like an afro hair grew. You can do. Yeah, that's all he's been working on the last few years. Just gag features. He has new weapons, but we haven't seen them yet. Let's see. Not more unrest on the island. Luffy's here. Everyone's excited. Sanji's with Zoro. Let's see. Let me give you the Vivre card. Interesting. I'm going to Grove 42. Good number. Yeah. And now we've reached 601. Romance Dawn from the New World. That's the title of the volume. I don't remember. I think every volume title is the same as one of the chapters in the volume. I'm not sure if there's any exceptions to that so far or in the future. I know most shonen manga, I guess, will do that, or is very common at least, if they do have volume titles. Bleach did some exceptions to that. I'm not sure if Naruto did. But yeah. That's just the usual naming scheme. I can't believe Oda both titled a chapter and a volume to saying Ace died in the chapter and the volume title. That's crazy. Oda, you're crazy. This is a great cover page. Obviously, my favorite Nami there. swindling those guys, drinking some wine. But this is one of my favorite types of cover pages, which is where the Straw Hats interact with just a type of animal, and it's like nonchalant. Especially the ones with Chopper are very cute, but mostly just chill. They're just good. Uh, yeah, and then Brooke has gotten away on this fish flyer thing. They rode these when into Seabody of the Archipelago, I believe, after encountering Duval. Let's see. Sanji's dumbing down his speech for Zoro. That's great. The rivalry. I'll never stop. I'll never stop. Let's see. We got another encounter between these guys, the fake Straw Hats, and the Navy, with Luffy in the mix. And then the pacifistas show up. Man, I still don't know how to. What is Bartholomew Kuma doing? I'm not sure. I think they made the case that like his mind has been decomposing since a certain point in the past. And he's been turning more into a robot. But and now they made they made clones for them. Let's see. And then he hunts down them guys. But he's not so confused. He knows they're not Straw Hats. He remembers. But there's just a 26 million berry bounty guy. That's not much. But wait, was that higher than Luffy's first bounty? Let me check. It is not. Luffy's first bounty was 30 million berries. Only 4 million short. That's not too far off, but like, come on. And Zoro or Sanji not higher than those guys since they didn't get the bounties later on until after they're more of a threat. So he's more than Nami's first bounty with 16 million berries. So I guess he has that going for him. Nice. And then Luffy figured out that he was pretending to be. He finally figured it out. He got it. He got it. Yeah, kind of protect his lunch boxes from his precious lunch boxes. Boa would faint from hearing this. It's like, oh, that's a proposal. And Luffy's takes out a pacifista like nothing there. Big difference from their first time encountering them on Sabaody Archipelago. And Sanji and Zoro working together can do it very fast too. But obviously, Luffy had the better showing here. Let's see. But the time skip definitely paid off for them. Let's see. I'm gonna be king of the pirates. Yes, that's what we're doing. Yes. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh man, we're going over an hour. I had to cut the part where I wasn't talking. God damn it. Let's see. Anyways, so let's go on. It's my student's farewell movie, and yeah, he's definitely the Marines. He's not gonna let them do anything here. And Perona is here too. I love her ghost Ghost cute. The ghost cute. She's cute too. Who was she again? Luffy. Wait, no, that was. Wait, no, was he? Real in the real. Oh, Sanji. Oh, warship's coming. Brooks back, and of course the panties. Panty line. I don't know. Is Sanji the biggest perv in the group, or is that Brook? Not sure. They have different methods to their perviness. Hard to say. We're close to getting. Oh, we're at the full 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, yep, we get the whole gangs together. Yay! Oh, it's good to see. So good to see. One of my favorite aspects of One Piece is just the Straw Hat gang. When they're together, there's just a bunch of great interactions. They really make a great team. One of my favorite teams, as much as that's I mean, even as a group, more than like the Karakura 5, or like essentially by on average more better interactions as like on a comedic element at least than Gote. But yeah, I mean, as individual characters, I like Bleach more, but still, Oda can do they have great chemistry. I don't know, maybe, I don't know, I'll see some comparisons with the Shonen there, kind of create their way in, but I don't want to do it in a way to like bring one series down or anything. I know there's a lot of beef I see on Twitter about One Piece fans fighting Bleach fans, fighting Naruto fans, fighting Boruto fans. It's like, what the hell, man? These are all three. The big three are great. Okay, all three. Okay, there ain't no need to bring anything down. Now Boruto, we talk about Boruto. I'll get to Boruto eventually. Hopefully, in like a year. Hopefully a year. Hopefully not more than a year. Yeah, we'll talk about that later. Okay. Anyways, back to sorry about that thing. We see Boa Hancock coming back. She's, I guess, trying to help out Luffy. Sanji turned into stone immediately. Of course. She winked. Winked at him. And of course, Sanji's despair of Luffy's luck. Like, oh man, you know, if Sanji was in Luffy's place, he'd be a menace. He'd be a menace. And we're lucky that didn't happen. Yeah, of course he's gonna be alright, very jealous. So now we're escaping with help of some of the people that have helped the Straw Hats train along the way. Like there's Heracles. Let's see. I believe that was his name. That's the Hercules Beetle. And then we get the guys from the Weather Island helping them out with that weather. Nice assist, guys. And it's like, and then the Okama coming back. Let's see. So to get to Fishman Island, we're finally doing it. We're finally getting to Fishman Island. Okay. Because they've been wanting to get to Fishman Island since what? Before Ainz Lobby, was it? I know Fishman Island was first mentioned right before Arlong Park started, and then they wanted to get to it um, many times. Like before, I think before, um, before Water 7, then definitely after Water 7 too. But they had to take a break during Thrill Bark and then to take a break for a big war. But now we're finally doing it. Finally. Going to Fishman Island, yeah. Or Boa assisting, just trying to get the Marines off their back while they can go to Fishman Island. Yes. Let's see. What was this? This was one of the Caribou guys. Looks like he has double fruit. What fruit is this? This reminds me of Goldino's Mr. Three's wax fruit. But there can't be more than one devil fruit, so it has to be some other substance because it's obviously a Logia type. Logia types could be a big deal, but let's see. But I've seen that real Strawhat Luffy with Marion Islands. Interesting. I guess they're gonna follow them to Skypiea. Or not Skypiea, to Fishman Island. Let's see. Straw Hats have made a complete recovery. Yes, they have. We got a nice short flashback, but we had to see Roger looking a lot like Luffy. Oh man, such a mysterious. He didn't have his beard then. That's interesting. Guess he didn't want to shave it when he was at sea. Yeah. Looks like Luffy has made Roger proud. Or Rala proud. That's great. And pretty artwork here about I'm going down to Seabody or from Seabody Archipelago to Fishman Island. It's great. Oh man, Goto's has some love. Great backgrounds here. Yeah, Seabody Archipelago is just a bunch of trees, big trees, big trees, but trees nonetheless. So below it is just lots of columns, which they're very pretty. And yeah, everyone's taking it all in. It's cool. Zora wants to cut fish for food. Oh man, Nami's so great. And that's quite some velocity on that nosebleed there. Wonder if you can use it as an attack. And Sanji went through the bubble. I guess it's like, yeah, it's kind of like a permeable membrane. But if you do it at 2 different points, then it will break. So you can only go through it one at a time. So you got to be careful about that. So if like this if the sea monster or that sea monster, now that the sea monster is getting attacked, or to sink their teeth, that'll be like a dozen different punctures, so it would just break. Anyways, and yeah, there. Them being idiots again. Oh man, it's so great to see. And let's see. Now that even though Sanji's down, they still got Boa's lunchboxes, so no need to worry. So actually, there was going to come along, but he helped protected the Sunny, so We salute your work, Hachi, of course. But also, Bartholomew Kuma was protecting the Thousand Sunny. It's very interesting. I wonder what's going on with this. I've an executive of the Revolutionary Army. I have a certain connection with the Straw Hats, and I want to help them escape. Wait. Arla told me something else. He heard something during to Arla, so that was from Arla. Actually saved our lives. So this is from. So he's acting on. His mission is acting from Rala. That's interesting. Do we know that he was a executive of the Revolutionary Army before? Not sure. I don't know how much time we have. Yeah, they were being turned into a cyborg guinea pig by the Navy. Interesting. By the time of the Paramount War, his personality memory would be completely erased. That's crazy. Yeah, Dr. Vegapunk programmed him for that. Interesting. That's crazy. That's what Zora's saying. That's what I'm saying. That's crazy. Oh man. Let's see. Rope stopped saying if you talk about a connection with us and the Revolutionary Army, it's because Luffy's dad is leader. But then we have Robin thinking Kuma is just his name, but she was training under traveling with Dragon, so maybe she knows more about this. I wonder if we'll get to hear more about what she did during the time skip, because that's definitely the most interesting. Out of all the Straw Hats, she has the most interesting adventures, I think, during the time skip. So I wonder what she did. Looking forward to that. Let's see. So yeah, we don't know what his intentions were, but they were much indebted to him. However, he's emotional swapping now, even though kind of reason they were separated. Or he is the reason they're separated. But interesting. There's definitely a interesting subplot with Kuma here. And yeah, Sanji's still a bit salty about that. But hey, Sanji, look up. You're gonna be going to the Fishman Island with mermaids, okay? Anyways, the Caribou guy looks like they're gonna set sail for Fishman Island now. So yeah, all signs point to Fishman Island here. I guess there's no preview or anything, but yeah. Yeah, I did. So like I said, I did read up until early Dressrosa before, so I do know the basics of Fishman Island. But I think it's probably still a fine arc. Hopefully I can pick up more about any good positive aspects. So yeah, definitely if there's something you think I'm feeling confused on or anything you want to add, of course, leave a comment, and I will try to. I'll bring it up at the beginning of the next episode, and that will hopefully be a thing we can do for going forward. Yeah, I was meant to upload this on Monday, but that's not going to happen at this point. So I'm sorry, but I guess this was going to be a Monday series, but I guess it'll be a Tuesday series. Damn it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how things go. This will be One Piece Tuesdays now instead of One Piece Mondays. Anyways, this is an hour long. My throat's been shot almost entirely. Jesus Christ. If you like, leave a like, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.